Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we have a fun indie comic spotlight, Violet Rising. One of my viewers sent me this to review, and that's always an option. I am never going to say no to a free comic book, especially one as dope as this with all the love put into it. It is a super fun comic book, a brilliant effort for a first issue, and this is what we're looking at today. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit like, and let's get right into it. Thank you, Tony Petry, for sending this to me. This is an Indie Planet Ka-blam comic book, so that is where you can find this. Violet Rising, a female protagonist and African American at that. So this is exactly the kind of representation that should be in comics. But I like the fact that like this creative team created this book to do this, and it's about this character. It's not like some sort of, I don't know, like it feels like there's no agenda. Is I guess what I'm saying. Like I'm just glad to see like, you know, there's not a ton of like female protagonists, and this one is pretty cool. So I have to say, and this is just like a production note, I'm not in love with like the writing here. This is hard to read, and the lettering throughout is actually pretty good. I do like the logo. I think it looks really cool. It's memorable, and that is exactly what you want. Coloring is a little dark on the cover and throughout. That has been one of my common complaints, even from Marvel and DC, is like especially the problem is when you're coloring digitally, it looks so much brighter, and you just have no idea how dark it's going to look when it prints. And sometimes it's good for mood and effectiveness, but sometimes the details get lost. So let's get the credits in line here. Violet Rising, Chapter 1, The Rise of Violet. I love a good origin story, right? Story and plot by Tony Petry, pencils by Ihuoma Nnabuchi, colors by Collins Momodu, inks by Tuyi, Ekes, and Ihuoma Nnabuchi. Forgive I'm doing the best I can here. Cover art, dialogue, script, assist, and letters by Rodney Jean Etienne. And additional special effects lettering by Bode Joseph. So, like I said, this is the first issue. This is great. She's a detective, and there's like this secret in her family. I like the art style. It's very fun and fluid. It has almost that like an anime sort of look that I find like really cool. I like the way the panels are laid out. The story flows very nicely across the page. The characters introduced are fun. I feel like they're instantly likable. This is like a single mom. She's also a cop. And then, of course, now she's going to be a superhero by night. So, I mean, what's not to love, all right? Um, yeah, I have to say, like, I really like the art. Like, it's just very, like, stylish and imaginative. And, like I said, follows that sort of anime vein. I found this interesting here. Like, this is just like not a super criticism, but it seems a little odd to have such a like quiet scene be like a splash page, but that's just a minor criticism because I have to say like I don't really know if this is like the first comic from this production team, and if it is, kudos to you. It's amazing to pick up any form of pencil, stylus, computer, whatever, and get a comic book done, especially when multiple people are involved. And I mean, this just looks fantastic. My one note is just lighten the colors just a little bit. Let us see some of this gorgeous art better. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, their uncle gets kidnapped, and the little kid is going to try to save him, and of course the mom has to go after him. Spoiler, sorry, but the story is really good. It's fun. Like I feel like we have such a great setup here. There's like little like the mom, her mother, like there's some family secret with this Violet character superhero that she's going to become, and so she's kind of learning about that, and I like that we're learning about it at the same time that she is, and then we have these cool costumes. I love a good You know, it's funny because this is reminding me of like just the coloring, kind of like what Pat Lee was doing in the '90s, and with really bringing an anime look and feel to comic books. And but plus, I mean, I don't know. It also has, like, should we attribute, things like it was kind of reminding me of like the look of Boondocks in a way, and I suppose that aesthetic is here as well. Robert Valley, like the amazing cartoonist, animator, giving me those kind of vibes, which I really love. I totally love that aesthetic. And she looks cool in her costume. I think this is when the color actually works, because her color in her costume just is so striking and stands out so much against this. But like I said, I'm gonna say it one last time because I know you hear me, but it is a little too dark. I said that about Batman and the Joker by Mark Silvestri. So get it together, printing. And I have some comics of my own coming out soon, so I better this is kind of like a good lesson, because you just don't want it to be too dark. And then blam, as if on request, here comes this bright, beautiful splash page of Violet in her glory. And I just think she's a cool character. And I like this book. I would totally collect this. Like, I think that's like one of the gifts of doing a show like this, is when a creator will send me the book, and it's like a book that was not on my radar, that I would have never known about, and I get to share it with you guys. I think it's so awesome to support the little guys like this. And I said it before, and I'll say it over and over again. Some of the best comic books being made are the indies. These are being made by people who absolutely love comic books and just have to get them made. So, this is a great character, totally viable. Like, I could see a Netflix series, whatever, or a movie or something. So, congratulations to everyone involved. What a great comic book. You can get it at Ka-blam.com, I guess. Okay. Is that also Indie Planet? I don't know. Either way, I will try to put a link in the description for Alp Comics, because you should definitely support these fellas, and fellettes, because they are making a beautiful comic book, and I am happy to feature it. So check them out, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Hit like. I'll bring you more later.